Hello, my mimics, and welcome back to episode 42 of the Mimic Commentary. Let's try to finish Siofra well. This episode might be too jam-packed to finish it, but that's my goal. My goal is to get us through. Look at our lilies. Last episode, another crazy wild episode. We did Mimic talk, we did Eternal talk, we did Spiritual talk, and then I talked about. I was just too cocky. I don't know. I haven't uploaded yet, so I don't know what everyone said about me. But I hope I'm gonna say thanks everybody for being really nice in the comments for the last episode, because I told you how I was feeling and you listened. So thank you so much. Let's see if the prophecy comes true. Maybe I will be proven correct. I think I will. I think everyone in this audience, if you're watching my videos, then you have some sort of sensitivity for how other people feel and other people's feelings. So I think, oh my goodness, I think you guys were nice last episode. I film these in bunches, so it's not really times that I often get to look at the comments to do a response. All right, let's see where the sending gate takes us. Where will the eternal sending gate take us? These Trina Lily worshipping gates. It takes us right to the start, where power gathers. Okay, you know what? Yeah. Okay. So this is what we have to do. This is the order. Power gathered at the horn remains. Oh, we also got the clarifying horn charm. I don't think I read that last episode. Here we go. Here's our horn remains. So before we go into the horn remains, let's do a recap of what we learned about our ancestral followers. Listen to the nice sounds this thing has. So clarifying horn charm. Raises focus to resist sleep and madness. Okay, so resisting the god of sleep, resisting Saint Trina, the ancestral followers trying to do that, with oh geez, oh boy, I don't know how to say this word. Oh my goodness. All right, you'll tell me in the comments how to pronounce it. I know you will. Thanks, everybody. I'm just going to say an earring. Worn by the ancestral followers. Said to be a budding horn. Well, speaking of budding horn, the ancestral followers keep their distance from the Erd Tree, awaiting new buds. They are certain to sprout from their very flesh and indeed their souls. So this is said to be a budding horn. So the horn is budding, and it looks like it's budding with flowers, just like these. The ancestral followers believe that the horns of a long-lived beast continue to bud like antlers. Well, here we go, budding like antlers. Over and over again. The spiral repeats. Until the beast one day becomes an ancestral spirit. Okay. Wow. A lot of stuff there. A lot of stuff. Especially we have the budding horns. These are from the Crucible. So, and the Misbegotten have Primordial Crucible 2, and those lions that we fought, they have Primordial Crucible 2. So Crucible, let's break this down. Primordial Crucible can make things grow like overlapping fangs and budding horns. The budding horns mostly come from herbivorous beasts. This horn began to sprout on a beast that typically bears no horn. Perhaps it's a vestige of the Primordial Crucible. Okay. So, leftover the Primordial Crucible causes horns to bud. And the ancestral followers keep their distance from the Erd Tree, awaiting new buds. They are certain to sprout from their very flesh and indeed their souls. If we recall from the Gilded Great Shield, the red tinge in the gold coat mirrors the primordial matter that became the Erd Tree, the color of homeward yearning. Primordial matter. Do we have... I think we have one more item that we need to look at. Or two more. We have aspect of the Crucible, tail and horns. This is a manifestation of the Erd Tree's primal vital energies, an aspect of the Primordial Crucible where all life was once blended together. So in the Primordial Crucible, all life is blended together, and those primal vital energies made the golden Erd tree. Okay, so one path. But we have these budding horns that also come from the Erd tree. And those budding horns might sprout on the souls, from the flesh and the soul. And if it happens over and over and over again, you get an ancestral spirit. Like this thing, most likely. And is Torrent an ancestral spirit? Is this a soul that has been reborn over and over and over again? A vestige of the primordial crucible, and here we have him. It's also important that... oh, I don't have any in my hotbar. Let's fix that. Very rude of me. I'm sorry, Torrent. Let us put that here. Oh, wait, we have, we could do, we could do 2 mimics, what is it? 2 mimics and the opposite of 2 truths and a lie. 2 mimics and a what? I don't know, what's the opposite of a mimic? We have red, gold, and we have red, gold, and frozen. Uh-oh, so this is the mimic. This is... Anyway, they just have an air of spirituality. Torrent likes to eat them. What am I saying here? Maybe Torrent's an ancestral spirit. And the primordial crucible, you know, maybe it's the 2 paths of the primordial crucible. The spirits and the Erd tree. Perhaps the Erd tree, you know, we think the Erd tree might be a spirit tree. So let's go. Let's go see. There we go. Ancestor spirit. There's fungus growing on these guys. The music here is awesome. And where, I can't see where we're at. So we touched the corpse and we teleported, and now the corpse is alive. Oh, and look at that. He jumps just like Torrent. It makes the same exact sound. And he's spinning. This is magic damage. Oh, and it makes animal sounds, so he's shooting like spirit vapors. This is a jawbone axe, but I put a holy infusion on it because I think these guys are weak to holy damage. I missed. Oh my god, am I gonna die to the moose? You know, Torrent used to have a kick like that, but they took it out of the game. I don't think this was the right weapon to fight him with. I can't hit him. Oh my goodness, he is really kicking my butt. I just gotta hit him to do the damage. I guess I'm not very good at these games. Or maybe the moose is just annoying. Yeah, I think we can firmly say that Torrent is an ancestral spirit, so he's tied to the Eternals. I think that's the importance of Torrent being an ancestral spirit. It means that the Eternals might have an interest in us. You know, Melina. I mean, we know that the Eternals do because Marika does, but we're getting another connection with Torrent, like that jet jump. Oh, you could jump over that? I guess because it's a sweeping attack. How does he like mimic fire? Oh, I should have been using mimic fire the whole time. Holy sucks. And ancestral follower ashes. A spirit of the Horn folk who eschew letters and metalworking, brawny and versed in distinctive spiritual arts, this particular tribesman wields a heavy bow. Let's use him. And we touched the horn remains, and we were teleported over here. So that spirit exists physically in the world, and it exists underground in this cavern. So the spirit was like born again, much like Torrent. You know, I'm not the first person to say Torrent is an ancestral spirit. a very common theory. But it's like, I don't know why it's not taken as law. You know what I'm saying? That, like, Torrent is an ancestral spirit, and what does that mean? Also, here's another one for you guys. Here's some prophecy stuff. I want you to think about this. Here is this withered corpse. Withered corpse. And when you touched the horned remains, watch what happens when we touch the horned remains. We teleport to somewhere else. Instantly. Not like using a site of grace. Not like warping with grace. This is different. We touched the horned remains of that withered corpse, and we teleported somewhere else where its spirit resided. That's a little prophetic foreshadowing through there, all right? And I'm surprised I haven't heard that theory before. Go back. That's what it said. It said go back. Like, you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. Like, why is there no... I don't know. No one's made that connection yet? I don't know. Maybe they haven't. I'm just not aware of it. I just don't feel like it's common, like, knowledge. I don't know. You tell me. I like, it has, like, I don't know. It has to be we're not there yet. You know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to... spoil the fake surprise, but how's that? I don't know. How has that not been a huge video? I feel like I would have seen like some big YouTuber do something like that. Maybe I should. I don't know. I just don't feel like that's a video. I just feel like, would that be an interesting video if I made I could do a 12-minute video on how the ancestral follower remains, explain how you get to the land of shadow. And let's use our next sending gate. I don't know. Tell me if something like that is interesting. You guys know I have all these crazy theories, and if I wanted to milk the freaking content, I could do 10, 12-minute videos. Does I already have the theories. I just gotta make a video for it. So maybe in the comments of this video, you tell me if you like that idea, and if you like that idea, tell me what theories that I've said that you think would be a cool expanded into 8 to 12-minute video. And maybe I'll do that. So you let me know. Here we go. Here's the broken statue. Here's it's not broken. Did they build the statue? This had the golden centipede on it. Did they build this statue in reverence to the guy who existed, or was he a prophecy? He's got a beard. We don't see his head yet, but we know he has a head. Thanks to tarnished archaeologists who made this discovery. That is the Imago Mundi. The Imago Mundi comes from Mesopotamia. I believe it's a map of Babylon. Imago. I say Imago, but it's the Imago Mundi. It's the Babylonian map of worlds, and that's why we started off Siofra River with the prophecy of the destruction of Babylon. Babylon came from Mesopotamia, and Mesopotamia is known as the lands between two rivers, just like Siofra and Ancestral. I did a Reddit post a year ago about where the lands between gets its name. George R. R. Martin came up with the name the lands between. And Miyazaki has said in an interview that it is a name that George R. R. Martin explicitly said cannot be changed. So in my George R. R. Martin video, George R. R. Martin wrote Elden Ring, I go over how the names most likely changed for a lot of these things, but the lands between was a name George did not want changed. And then we could see that this guy, he's holding a different tablet, and it has tree imagery on it, and maybe sun imagery. So at his feet, and there's roots growing from him. So we're rejecting the map of the known world. We're rejecting Babylon, essentially. This is Babylon. We're rejecting Babylon, and we're embracing the tree. So now we have the religion of this place. Now that we have the religion of this place, do I have... I have to two-hand. And can I get rid of this? I can't. Oh, because my armor's too heavy. That's fine. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I'm thinking that the claymen, these claymen who sent out their religious bubbles with their prophecies and all that, I think they might have been trying to convince these people to start worshiping trees. Huh? That's the oh, these guys are stronger. Okay, I have to get... Okay, I gotta pull them all. I gotta get that. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, no, I did not rest at a grace. Uh-oh. Okay. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, yes. Oh, excellent. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so that's what we're going with. That these claymen, so the Eternals want the people of this world to worship the trees. Okay, that's a fake religion. Well, it's not a fake religion, but it's a manufactured religion. It's not a belief system that occurred naturally. It occurred because of these claymen. This is our working theories, just based on what we have so far. Okay, so the Eternals are trying to convince people to follow their tree religion. Perhaps the two fingers are the... Oh, here we go. Now we have flasks again. Perhaps the two fingers are a legitimate entity, and they believe that they're talking to the greater will. And they're the tree, maybe. Okay. Somber smithing stone 5. Woo-wee. Do we have anything about the tree? Have I done? Oh yeah, we've done some mushroom stuff. We've done some sentient fungus, tree fungus stuff. The two fingers kind of look like a mushroom. They look like dead men's fingers. That's what the mushroom's called. Before we do that, let's look at the Great Oracle Bubble. Is it anything different than the other bubble? But right now we're just doing some theorizing based on what we've learned so far. Drift source foes till it naturally ruptures. No, same stuff. Okay. The two fingers, they look like dead men's fingers. They look like a fungus. The Erd tree could be a fungus. Like there's the Erd tree and there's the Great Tree, so it could be like the golden fungus. Very George R. R. Martin. That's meant at Greywater Station. Perhaps. And the Eternals are trying to usurp the tree. Because we have there's worshipping the Erd tree, and then there's praying to Queen Marika, which, even though she's the queen of the Erd tree, we don't have that dialogue yet, but she's the Queen Eternal, and she lives at the Erd tree, Landell. So, a little prophetic stuff. She's the queen of the Erd tree. Oh, it sucks that it doesn't poise break until the second one. And the Eternals, I guess the Finger Readers too. So this is... Oh, he had a big golden rune. Those born at the foot... We know this one. Those born at the foot of the Erd tree are blessed with grace. Do we know anything? I don't think we have more about the grace. Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained here. I'm trying to stay on track with this theory. Because there's just so much stuff. They convinced the people of this ancient dynasty. I don't know if we know it's called the ancient dynasty. The Eternals convinced the people of Babylon to worship a tree, I guess I would say. They convinced the people to worship a tree using the claymen. And they're doing the same thing now above ground, but it just looks different. Like, instead of claymen, it's the silver tears. This may be what silver tears look like after a long time. We don't know how long they've been doing this. Like, another thing is, like, is there anything below this? You know what I'm saying? Like, can we go deeper? We don't know yet. Another harpoon. Nice. So that's what we're going with. That's the Eternal plan. That's what the Eternals are doing. I think I have all the items I need from that. I don't think there's anything else to do. So let's go. Oh goodness, I didn't even level up. I got all these runes. All right, we don't want to lose them. All right, so what were they praying to? They could be praying to something up there. They could be praying to something up there. They could be praying to these statues. Or they could be praying to whatever that is. Oh, we got something else that's cool here. This is Formic rock. This has to be your first one, right? Rock forms from solidified giant ant venom. Highly acidic, found near Ainsel River and other places where giant ants live. So there's no giant ants here. They must have come down river. The rivers must connect. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, what are they worshiping up here? And then I saw something interesting. Another ghost glove ward. There's no sorry, scatterbrain again. My apologies. We're almost done with Ainsel, so I gotta make sure I cover everything. There are no grave glove ward here. It's only ghost glove ward. So that means all of the glove wards have spirits attached to them. So very spiritual place here. Okay. Are they worshiping this thing? Now what's cool about here is we have this. I think this is our first stake of Marika down here. That means someone who worships Marika was down here. Now, how old is this one? This is, remember, these have one braid. The Marika statues that we see, also is the commoner headband. Do we have that yet? No, we don't. The Marika statues we see, you can see their headband's a spiral, have two braids, but one's cut. This is one braid on the right-hand side, so a one-braided Marika statue. This is an older statue because it's, it's one braid. It's not two. One, not two. So she's complete here. She's complete. One braid, one lock of hair. She's fully complete. No part of herself is cut off. See where I'm going with this? No part of herself is cut off. She is whole. She is together. So this Marika must be older. This is an older version of Marika to worship. She's found here. So are they praying to that stake of Marika statue, or are they praying to that thing? Let's find out what it is. All right, it's a Dragonkin soldier. Oh, it's got two mouths, purple hands. It's got armor. It's got roots. It has really long arms. Let's see. It has a concave chest, just like the trolls. It has little stubby wings. And the cloak. Can we see the cloak? Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I would pray to the dragon god too. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I think I'm losing my rune arc. Oh, wait. Black flame. That's the secret. You bastard. Huh. Let's see how it does. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't need to charge it up, right? Oh, jeez. At least there is the Stake of Marika statue, but I do not want to lose my... And I think I will. Okay, we gotta really... I gotta put it into gear. Please let me use my flasks. Okay. Oh my goodness, please. Let's try and do mimic commentary while we fight the dragon. Dragonkin, so he's the kin of the dragon. Oh good, he's falling down. We can get a better look at his face. He's got a big strong chin, two mouths, like the dragon god. Oh! You know what he is? He's a mimic of Demon Souls' dragon god. Literally. This is what the dragon god. He has 2 mouths. So that must be who he's really mimicking. Oh, I got killed. Damn. Okay, but that was fun, though. Okay. All right. I gotta use a different weapon, but we got some... Gosh, that was so silly. The Dragonkin is definitely a mimic, because if he's mimicking anything, it is the dragon god from Demon Souls. What weapon do we want to use? Do you think he bleeds? Try the Warhawk. Oh, I should... I can't change my physic. But I can do that. Okay. We need those runes, too. One of the theories that I've been crafting, too, is the trolls are... oh, it's really strong. And he's going to one-hit me. That the trolls might be mimics. Oh, goodness. All right. I got to really, like, pay attention. Because of the concave chests and some other things that we're going to learn later. But, you know, now that we're doing mimic hunting, we could say everything's a mimic. What's the original? You know, once we start finding 2s of things. So if we find something that looks like a troll. Yeah. All right. That didn't go well either. Let's try, gosh. Let's try the spirit jellyfish girl. Oh, jeez. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, go after the jellyfish. Oh, excellent. All right, when I can focus, I can go into gamer mode. I still have it in me. There's the bleed. Yeah, you can see his spine. He doesn't have any organs. No organs. All right. What is our reward? The Dragon Halberd. I think we're going to be rocking this into Liurnia. What do I need for it? Oh, more strength. But if I two-hand... We're good. Okay. Halberd shaped like a dragon, enwreathed with both ice and lightning. Alas, the Dragonkin soldiers never attained immortality and perished as decrepit, pale imitations of their skyborn kin. All right, Dragonkin soldiers are mimics. And do we have anything about? I'm trying to look for where do we get the immortality on dragons? Okay, so let's take a look at this thing. So 3 tails at the bottom, spiraling up. There's a little gold in him. And what's at the top? Kind of looks like fire at the top. Like coming out of the dragon's head. At the back is its claw. So you see the dragon, and the right is its wing. So a wing and a claw. Kind of looks bird-like. Very cool. And then let's see the ice lightning. Nice. Wait, I think I was supposed to do... Oh, let's try that again. So they're trying to imitate dragons and lightning. So if they can imitate lightning, then they could totally imitate fire. Our mimic build is coming together. The mimic build is coming together. And what do we have here? Marika's Scar Seal? Hoo, hoo, hoo. Look at that. That's silly. I'm being silly. Let's pop that bad boy in. Oh, I guess let's wear lighter armor. I guess foot soldier greaves. Okay. taking a lot of extra damage here. An eye engraved with an Elden rune, said to be the seal of Queen Marika. Where Radagon's raises vigor, endurance, strength, and dexterity, this increases mind, intelligence, faith, and arcane. These seals represent the lifelong duty of those chosen by the gods. So, if you have the seal of Marika and Radagon, you've been chosen by them. Marika is a god, so if you're married to Marika, you must also be a god. You know, she was married to Godfrey, so he's trying to attain godhood status by being married to Marika. You know, I guess Elden Lord is kind of maternal god status. If we look at the scar seals, you could see that the Radagon one is more red. Marika's is gold. Both are bloodied, like an eye plucked out of a socket, but the hair is different. Radagon's scar seal has red hair. Marika's has gold hair. Radagon has the Elden rune, which is the lattice, and Marika has the Elden rune, which is the upturned cross. It's what her arms look like. It's what the top of the rune arc looks like, and it's very different than the this statue right here. Actually, she could be trying to... She might also kind of be doing the upturned cross look. Except, like, her arms, instead of them being over her head in sacrifice, maybe it's just like, you know, her arms are a little further down. It's hard to say. But now we have 2 Elden runes. We know the Elden rune is the wellspring of all joy. Oh, wait, we're supposed to go down this way. This way, yeah. It's the wellspring of all joy. You know, we talked about runes being words and letters. It controls the nature of the world, controls the metaphysics. Maybe the statues at the stake of Marika, maybe they indicate that Marika didn't have the Elden Ring yet when those statues were made. You know, perhaps that's what it's saying. You know, she didn't get the... you know, she could have been Marika the Eternal, but she was Marika the Eternal without the Elden Ring. You know, we don't know how long Marika has had the Elden Ring before. Because we know she shattered it. So, right from the trailer, like we've seen, and we know in the introduction, we know that Marika and Radagon shattered the Elden Ring. At least that's where we think Radagon too. Yeah, he's in there too. They're both missing. So there is probably a time before Marika has the Elden Ring. And what does that look like? Is it down here in this society? Marika is existing in this society, but she doesn't have the Elden Ring yet. Maybe that's why they have to keep retrying. They keep building these worlds, making sure men forget, so eventually one day they can get the Elden Ring. Oh, jeez. Wait, why is that not working? I thought I had enough. 22, what do I need? Oh, because it's two-handing isn't going to do anything for it. Then why did it work before? Alright, whatever. So I need to get 22 strength. Wasn't I two-handing it? I guess 22 strength is what we need. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, Marika and Marika getting the Elden Rune, or the Elden Ring, and having her own Elden Rune. Yeah, that Elden Rune. Maybe once she gets the Elden Ring, that's her Elden Rune. You know, we killed Godric and we got his Great Rune. Maybe each person in the royal family they get a piece of the Elden Ring. She's handing them out like candy. You know, like. Once she got the Elden Ring, she said, like, all right, I get the Elden Rune. I get the really powerful one. My second husband, Radagon, he gets a really powerful one. Godfrey, my first husband, he gets a crappy one. He gets a real crappy one. You know, I'm not interested in helping this guy out. He gets a crappy Elden Rune. Let's see, what's up? That. Can we do anything else? All right, straight across the board. Need more int, too. So maybe that's what they're doing. They're handing... The Eternal's goal was to get the control of the Elden Ring, pass out pieces to their family, have their family go to war, and then break the Elden Ring or something. No, like, have a bunch of kids, like, install... Like, the Eternal's goal, let's see, what would they want to do? The Eternals want to control the Elden Ring. It's super powerful. Okay. They use mimics and religion, and they do it over and over again. They're trying to control the Elden Ring. What do they want to do with the Elden Ring? Well, I guess either they wanted to control the Elden Ring forever, or maybe they wanted to shatter it. Marika wanted to shatter it, but, we don't know if her goals align with all the other Eternals. Like, maybe the Finger Reader didn't want the Elden Ring shattered, and she's an Eternal, but Marika does. Maybe she's a rogue Eternal who doesn't want to shatter the Elden Ring, who doesn't want to just use the Elden Ring. She wants to destroy it. Before it's destroyed, she has a bunch of children. All these different children. We know all the demigods are her offspring. And then she gives them an Elden Rune. Or a Great Rune. She gives them a piece of the Elden Ring before she breaks it. Then, let's see. Renala, she doesn't have one yet, but Radagon gives her one. It's like, well, we're going to break this thing. And before we do, how about you hold on to this one? I don't want this one to get shattered. I don't want to get this one to get shattered. We got this Marika Scar Seal from... Marika Scar Seal came from an explorer. It probably wasn't his. He probably found it here. That Zamor had the Radagon. Ancient hero of Zamor, who was in a jail, had the Radagon Scar Seal. Maybe the Zamors are tied to the Eternal plot. Maybe they're tied to it. Oh, 5 sideway buildings. Yeah, so maybe that's the whole... Using the power of prophecy, because we had the prophecy painting behind Radagon's statue, no less, and the bewitching branch pointing to us. And it was the nascent butterflies that led us to our death. So I'm beginning to think that somebody is trying to pull the strings and get us to do something very specific. These the Scar Seals, they're both eyes, so the joke that I'm trying to go for is that we can like do crazy theorizing because we put the eyes in. Even though our prophet has a blindfold, now we have 2 eyes. We have Marika and Radagon's eyes, so we can start, doing some crazier theorizing. Tell me if it's working. Tell me if you think it's funny. Tell me if you think this is fun. The goal is to make a fun series, and I hope doing theorizing like this is fun for you guys. So just let me know. Anyway. Oh, geez. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, there's just dead demi-humans. Where was I? I'm getting lost. That's where I am. So if Marika came from the Eternal City underground to take over everything, what else could that mean? Well, we already know this place is artificial. We know that now, that like what we're doing is like artificial. Like, what is our goal in it? What is our role? Who are we working for? Who is trying to get us to do something? Man, this weapon's awesome. The butterflies. So I think when we see nascent butterflies, Trina lilies, that's probably like the ultimate manipulator, but maybe I don't know, is it the butterflies? Like, here's some butterflies coming from the fire. Help me out with this one. For early access. With what we've learned so far in the Mimic commentary, how does Marika as an Eternal manipulate these events? How does she do it? How, the underground is there, and now we have this above ground, now we have this Erd tree. Maybe that was they were worshipping an Erd tree that didn't exist yet. And they did everything they could to build a world to make the Erd tree, like a prophecy for the Erd tree, because the ancient dynasty existed before the Erd tree. Maybe that's it. We also just have Marika's connection. Like, Melina is so totally a daughter of Marika. She's looking for her mother who gave birth to her inside the Erd tree, I think she said, or her mother at the foot of the Erd tree or something. Like her, I don't know, something like that. So Melina but she doesn't remember. Melina doesn't remember. Maybe she can't remember. Maybe, on purpose. Part of the plan is she can't remember, because if she remembers, she might divulge the plot. You know what I'm saying? if Melina is working for the Eternals, or maybe she's working for Marika, just Marika, not all the Eternals. Maybe if Melina knows what her purpose is, she might divulge it, or she might rebel. Like, the best way to make sure she doesn't do any of that, the best way for her to rebel, to make sure she's like doesn't rebel, is by, you know, by what do you call it? Taking away her memory. Like, maybe they've done this enough times before, like doing different, like, lands betweens, like different iterations. They've done it enough times that she knows that her daughter will do the right thing with a tarnished, because they've done it so many times before. If we wanted to go to Liurnia this way, we could. We could use this way to go to Liurnia. We're not, though. We just want to kill the scarab. Storm wall. Create a wall of storm. Makes sense. Some from Storvale, and this storm, they died right here. Okay. Yeah, so just like help me out with this thought process. Like, what is the tarnished in the rule? Like, specifically our tarnished, because we were at the Chapel of Anticipation. We're part of the prophecy. Maybe all tarnished go there, but like our tarnished in, we know the ending of the story. Like, we're the most important thing for the ending. Torrent brought Melina. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so it was... Oh, geez. Oh, boy. The danger path is being very dangerous. Torrent brought Melina to us. And Torrent is an ancestral spirit. And now we know that the ancestral spirits are tied to the Eternals. So Torrent brings Melina, the amnesiac, to our tarnish specifically, and we get the silver tears, and we're going to violate the Golden Order. So I think it's firm that the Eternals are against the Two Fingers. And I think that we have that now, because we know that, and they're against the Golden Order too. Whatever the Golden Order is. Oh, that's a new weapon. It's actually good that we got this while going to Liurnia. Okay. The Crescent Moon Axe. Great axe with a large arcing blade and long handle. The Crescent Moon of its name is said to have been spurned by nostalgia. Specialized in sweeping through foes by making use of its long handle. Nostalgia for the Crescent Moon. Well, we see the Crescent Moon everywhere. These guys are sent to penal colonies. They might not all be, you know, storm worshippers. That guy with the Crescent Axe, he may be a moon worshipper who was sent to a penal colony. He could have been, well, he could have still been part of the sun, like these Sunrealm guys. Oh, I got killed. Wasn't paying attention. Oh, this is interesting. The Dragon Halberd and the Dragon Knights use halberds. I don't know if they're doing that on purpose, like they're trying to mimic the Dragon Knights. But yeah, that's kind of like where my head is at with those things. What are your thoughts? As we enter into, you know, we're kind of emulating that nostalgia, you know, the nostalgia of the moon, by running through Limgrave, running back through Siofra, running through Stormvale, getting my ass kicked by the cannon. And I think it's quite spectacular how far we've gotten in the Mimic commentary. You know, we're going to Liurnia now, and Liurnia has, like, oh my goodness, we're going to get so much more new information, so much new cultural stuff, so many new characters, new spells. Like, doing Mimic commentary, sometimes, like, it feels like, you know, you keep doing the same thing when you do the same levels, but when you get to some, like, we're going to go somewhere new, it feels like, I don't know, Elden Ring is new for the first time again. I haven't done, like, excuse me, I don't remember the last time I've done like a playthrough of Liurnia, and I was thinking so in-depthly about where everything is. Maybe I've done it, once, but never as in-depthly that we're going to do now. So I'm like excited to see where the theorizing takes us, because I don't know, I don't know the things I'm going to say all the time. Like I have like basic ideas of how I think the story looks and, oh goodness, what I think is going on in the game. I feel very confident in that, but like I don't know how I feel about everything and like how every little thing can connect. And doing the mimic commentary is like a fun way to build that that fantasy and that lore organically. I have aspirations to write my own type of fantasy work and fantasy novels, and doing this type of verbalizing and putting on video and stuff. It's kind of giving me the confidence that I could do like world building for my own like fantasy stories. Make them fun and exciting. Because a lot of the stuff that we're doing is like I'm telling you about my inspiration and my influences, but it's not really present in game. Like there is nothing in game that we'll find that says that the Eternals, there is a faction called the Eternals and that they're working for one larger goal. This is just an interpretation that I'm coming up with. And I'm documenting that process, and you're watching it all in real time, what it looks like, how we do that, and trying to make it make sense and make it fun and make, give depth to our characters. So, we're seeing what that looks like, and I'm really excited to go into Liurnia, because of it, especially the moon stuff. That's going to be a lot of fun. So what happened here? So before we pick that up, oh my. So he's a ghost. He looks like he's writhing in agony. Mushrooms, spirit mushrooms are sprouting from him. And he has his hands over his eyes. Okay, well, let's see what the item is. A shabriri grape. A yellowing, oozing eyeball of the infirm. The surface is shriveled and the inside is squishy. Not unlike a large, overly ripe grape. Give to the blind maiden to guide her to the distant light. That's not too different than these. Radagon's Scarseal and Marika's Scarseal. These are eyes plucked from someone's head with an engraving in them, and they give us power. This one is yellow and oozing, and there's something in the middle too. It looks like maybe a rune. Who knows? But maybe it was plucked from this guy's eye, and look how much pain he's in. Whoever lost this eye, whoever saw too much, when it was removed from their face, when they saw too much, it caused them to do this. Maiden, dear maiden, where are you? Please, take my grapes. Oh, the guy plucked out his own eye, and he can't see where to give. He can't find the blind maiden and give her the eyes. It's literally the blind leading the blind to find the guiding light. Let's put our eclipse shield on our back and do an RP walk. Wow. Can you believe we get to explore all of that? All right, everybody. You know the drill. Let's do the thing.